Hello and welcome to a new episode of Connected from Home, where we choose to stay safe yet refuse to be disconnected. We connect with interesting people from all around the world, get to know more about them, seek inspiration, and have fun. They say that music is medicine, so no wonder that our guest today combines both worlds. It's Dr. Hazim Al Rawas. He's a professional musician, and at the same time, he's a doctor specialized in internal medicine. Let's give him a call now and figure out how he combined both professions. Hello, Dr. Hazim, and thank you for being with us in this episode of Connected from Home.
Hi, Hiba. Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure, honestly.
The
Thank you.
pleasure is all ours. Okay, so shall I say Dr. Hazim or professional musician Hazim?
Just
What should I
Hazim is
call
good.
you? Okay,
Just
so
Hazim. Hazim Wallah is good.
okay, so tell me the story. You are a doctor in the morning and a musician at night. What's happening?
Um, I am a doctor in the morning and at night. I'm also a part-time musician. I found this passion, music, since I was a kid. And only recently I've been able to portray it to the public in general and play my music only the past 2 years.
Okay.
Medicine is also my passion. I've studied medicine here in Bahrain at the Royal College of Surgeons. I graduated in 2012 and I worked all these past years. Um, actually, I'm both. I'm both. I'm a doctor and a humble musician. And I found Hiba. I found the meeting point between those two, like a common ground between those two, like very far professions, let's say. But I found a very common meeting point, let's say.
Okay, so are we gonna talk about treatment with music since you're mentioning the meeting point?
Yes, exactly. So my intention in portraying music and playing music is to um, help others express feelings, express so many feelings, honestly, like towards music. It's a very excellent tool to relieve stress. Uh, it's um, it's a therapeutic mechanism for all human beings. Honestly, music. But of course, I cannot forget my original profession, and I have to work on it, which I am. Honestly, I am trying to like work on both.
Okay, so have you sensed the effect of music on people? I've seen videos of you playing to children at
Yeah.
Salmari Awards,
Yes.
and I bet you have more stories. So, have you felt the effect of music on people?
Every time I play, honestly, every time I play, I can feel I can feel the connection. I can feel, especially with that event was beautiful. I had so many events the past before the Corona, before the
Yeah,
COVID-19,
yeah.
what we're going through. But I had a lot of events, and I can feel the people. I can feel how people feel the music, how people interact, and this is really, it's a true blessing. Honestly, it's a blessing to be able to do this.
Okay, so your experience with those children in Salmania,
Yeah,
how was their reaction when you first entered the ward and you started playing music?
it was very emotional, very touching, honestly, and I would do it again whenever I can. Hiba, the reaction when I went in, like children who are taking like chemotherapy, they are taking a
Yeah,
lot of medicine. They're usually they're not in the mood to talk or to do anything. So I
yeah.
went in the word. I started playing, and they gathered around me, and they started to interact. So the point is just the fact that that I'm able to make them forget just a bit, make them lift up their mood. this is medicine by itself. Honestly, this is like 50% of the treatment, um, mostly. There are so many studies that involves music with that decreases stress, that decreases the hormone cortisol, which has so many benefits also to our bodies. So this is something amazing, and I'm thankful for it.
Yes, and I think the psychological aspect is
Definitely,
very important for for patients. And
definitely,
a lot, yeah, and there are a lot of studies that the psychological situation and well-being of people can avoid them a lot of diseases and can help them
yes.
actually cure from existing diseases, right?
That's so true. Especially what we're going through now with the whole COVID-19, the stress that we're going through. You need an anti-stress. You need to be able to balance that stress in a way or another. Some people find it through music. Some people find it through reading something. Like it depends on what you how you can cope with the stress that we all go through.
And how are you coping with the stress with the COVID-19? In
Uh,
I can say in the medical field and as a musician.
Hiba, I've reflected so much during this period. I've focused on things that I need to focus on. This period taught me how to focus, honestly. I'm focused much more on my health. I've lost almost 10 to 12 healthy kgs.
Wow.
I'm focused on my music. I'm focused on my studying. So really, this period that we went through made me realize that no, Hazim, you should focus on what is important. So
Yeah,
I'm trying to do that.
and how were you handling the situation in the hospital? Did you
In
do
the
you
hospital,
sometimes bring the guitar with you to the hospital? Maybe
never,
some
no,
play and break.
but my hospital, they're very supportive of my music, and all my colleagues, they love what I do. But in the hospital, no, it's something different. I'm more like focused on my
Yeah.
patients. Um, um, but speaking of that, honestly, Bahrain, with all honesty, have done and is doing a great job, a beautiful job. The team that we have is amazing. The organization by itself, it's a true blessing to be in Bahrain and to live in such a in such a situation. To be here, you feel safe. I feel safe. Even as a doctor, I feel safe. So we really have to put light on that point.
Yeah, aspect. Yes, I totally
You
agree with
agree?
you. You told me that you started playing music since you were a little boy, right?
Yes.
So how did you discover your passion for music? Did your parents push you? Did you want to play since you were maybe imitating someone else? Like, tell me the story.
I started when I was 12. I started with the
Hmm.
oud actually. I was very influenced by my father, and he actually pushed me to music.
Was he playing
Uh,
music?
my dad, no, but he loved music, and we had the whole
Okay.
library at home. Um so he pushed me. He
Hmm.
encouraged me so much.
Okay.
The oud was too big for me as a child, so I turned to the guitar. And
Hmm.
since then, I've been playing. I started with a few classes. And then, whenever I traveled, wherever I went, the guitar was with me. And it's just about practice, it's about everyday practice uh, to reach a
Okay.
certain level.
So why didn't you decide to study music, for example?
Good question. And I think everyone asks me the same question. I love medicine. I really love medicine, and I love the fact that with what I do, I'm able to help people. So that feeling is top for me, honestly.
Yeah.
Why medicine? Because I love it. Music was my hobby, but again I'm gonna repeat myself. I found a way to meet those two together in a way.
Okay. By helping people and improving their mood, psychology.
Well-being, their psychology, their so many people like a way of expression. It's a beautiful language. Like those are the feedbacks that I get from people.
Okay, Dr. Hazem, what are you going to play for us? It's time for some mood lifting music.
I'm gonna play a small improvisation.
Mm-hmm.
What I've composed. I haven't named it
Nice.
yet, but we're working on a small album, and I really hope you will like it.
Oh, nice. Okay, thank you. After we'll discuss this after the music.
Sure, sure.
Yes. Hmm. Ah, it's beautiful. It's very relaxing.
It is relaxing. I have other styles too. This is another piece. It is the Andalusian Spanish genre. I really hope you will like
Mm-hmm.
it. Also, it's more uplifting.
Yes.
So let's hear it.
Great. Can't wait. amazing. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
it does change the mood,
It
definitely.
it changes the mood, yeah. It changes
Yes,
for me too, by the way. Like I get so affected with the mood, with the music.
of course, yes. It's amazing. So, how do you feel when you perform on stage and you see all of those audiences cheering for you?
The beginning, I was nervous. In the beginning, I was nervous because I'm not used to like the staging and the people and the audience. But I blended in, and the feeling is amazing. Amazing when you see like people just going with the beat, going with the music. It is this energy. We're made of energy, and people get the energy. People get the vibes. Get the. So I'm very blessed, very thankful. Yeah, beautiful feeling, definitely.
Okay, so what is your favorite moment in both worlds? In your medical field, which you love so much, and music, your musical field, which you admire as well, I think equally.
Um, Best feeling for me in medicine specifically when I see someone getting better, when I see
Mhm.
someone um, is on the right track in the treatment that we provided. This is the
Mhm.
best feeling, and
Yes.
there's no feeling compared to it. Really,
Okay.
as small as the disease is or the condition is, the feeling is there. Honestly, like the
Yeah.
satisfaction.
Yeah.
In terms of music, you get the good feeling when people like your music, when people appreciate your time, when people like share, support. This is something nice for a musician. Um, yes, yeah.
Okay. So, as a musician, what's your
Mhm.
next step?
My
Where do
next
you
step,
see yourself next?
uh, yeah, we're currently working on an album. I've been saying it for the past year, but the Corona thing that happened
Mm-hmm.
delayed some of the plans. But we're
Mm-hmm.
recording now a small. It's called an EP. It's a small mini album made of 5 to 8 tracks. I want to use that album um, specifically for the benefit of children in need. So
Okay.
I want to work on that on that specific idea. Hopefully, the right organization will come. Hopefully, the right connections will come. So this is my dream. This is what I want to do. The next step.
You, as a doctor, I think you also deal with children. So you get to deal with them as a musician and as a doctor.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think how you treat children is going to be unique. How, I don't know, you make them less tense,
Yeah.
less worried about maybe
Yeah.
the medicine they're taking. Or can you share with us a situation or
You know,
maybe a
Eva,
funny one or something?
if you go to my Instagram actually and you go through my post, you'll see a lot of like I I have I have good connections with children. I understand them in a way. Their
This is why I'm
personalities,
asking you this question.
their personalities. Like children, you have
Yeah.
to understand them. You have to like even if they're like with the eyes, you understand what the child wants, what he's thinking, and they're simple. Honestly, they're honest, simple, and it's easy to deal with them if you know what they want. So
Mm.
working as a doctor made me have the like I'm still improving like just the talent of what the kid wants or like what is he thinking about. And once you get
Yes.
that, it's easy to know to interact with him, to speak to him. Yeah.
So you are a doctor with an artistic talent, maybe with a musical ear.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
I meant, does this affect you in your day job, for example, as a doctor, you being a musician? Did it
Uh-huh.
change
Okay.
your character?
Good question too. Just I'm gonna divide my answer into two. The first answer is we as human being we have the right and the left brain, and each one has its own unique capabilities.
Mhm.
The music part is the left one, and the medicine is the right, and so on. So having both is is something good. And now, how it does affect it affects me maybe emotionally, maybe I can say a bit. Music has so much feelings and emotions, and being a doctor with feelings and emotions is such an advantage, and
Yeah.
it's such a good thing to, because people feel that
Yeah.
you're compassionate with them, you feel
Yeah.
them. So maybe on that part, music has grown that feeling or emotions in me, which is something, alhamdulillah, I'm very grateful for.
Okay, that's great. So a lot of people out there have hobbies and
Hmm.
maybe actually hobbies to be
Hmm.
and dreams of things that they
Hmm.
want to do, and they always say, "Oh, I don't have time because of work and because of my commitments and stuff." So what do you tell those people? You are managing between two professions, and one of them is not easy at all. You're a
Hmm.
doctor. So what piece of advice would you provide?
With all honesty, once you find your passion, and it's never too late in any age, once you find your passion, you kind of found your purpose. Um, uh, it's related to your purpose, it's related to what you love, and it brings so much happiness to you. Forget other people, it brings
Yeah.
happiness to you, to your inner self. So, uh, find your passion, you'll find your happiness, you'll find your inner self in a way. Maybe I'm too dramatic in that sense, but really
No.
it changed a lot for me, music and like my passion. So yes,
Okay.
definitely find your passion. uh, it can be difficult, it can be difficult to find it, but it's never late.
Okay, we want to listen to something else. What are you going to play for us?
Let's go. I'm gonna play a mashup of two songs,
Mm-hmm.
well-known two songs. They're not my composition, obviously, but I hope you like them also.
Okay, let's see. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
Thank
that's
you for
amazing.
listening. Thank you for this beautiful
Our
interview.
pleasure, and we're waiting for the album.
Hopefully,
Definitely,
yes. Hopefully soon.
yes.
Hopefully soon. Yes.
And we can't wait to see the effect of the album on
Yeah.
children.
Yes. Yes.
What is your final message to Bahrain International Television's viewers?
Bahrain International, stay safe, stay healthy. Let's listen to our ministries. Let's listen to our doctors and advices. Let's stand together. Let's be together. um, and um, and yeah, hopefully this period will end soon, inshallah.
Yeah, and let me add, listen to more music.
Exactly. Thank you, Hima.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's our
Take care.
pleasure.
Beautiful day. Take care.
You too. Thank you.
This is the end of today's episode of Connected from Home. See you next week with new features, topics, and stories from all around the world.